Nurses are showing their concerns about patient safety. We take you live to Shasta Regional in Redding to give you details. Human remains were found at an apartment in Oroville. We'll have the latest on what police are calling a suspicious death. And the government shutdown could hit paychecks and local services, what it means for our community. Next.
Covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
The government shutdown began at midnight last night, East Coast time, 9 our time, stopping paychecks for about 750,000 federal workers. This is the first government shutdown in nearly 7 years, with little sign of any breakthroughs. Local leaders are continuing to blame each other for the situation. Congressman Doug LaMalfa said, in part, rather than maintaining essential services for the American people, Democrats tried to pass a bill filled with huge new spending and partisan demands. And Senator Alex Padilla said also, in part, Republicans have control of Congress and the White House, but rather than negotiate with Democrats, they canceled planned meetings until it was too late. We have the full statements on both of those statements on our website, actionnewsnow.com. Well, with the federal government shutdown underway, we wanted to know if any of our local colleges would be impacted. Action News Now reporter Blake Mayfield checked in with both Shasta College and Simpson University to find out.
The Pell, Supplemental Education Opportunity, and Teacher Education Assistance for College and Higher Education grants are all funded by the federal government. The grants are used every day by teachers and students alike to further their education and careers. According to officials from both Shasta College and Simpson University, the current government shutdown is not affecting students or their financial standing. Both schools tell me they don't expect the shutdown to affect the financial side of things for students this semester. Other impacts of the federal government shutdown include the Small Business Administration not being able to approve loans. I reached out to Shasta County's Small Business Development Center about the shutdown potentially affecting the local economy, but they declined to comment. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce estimates that small businesses could lose $100 million a day in loan financing during the shutdown. Reporting in Redding, I'm Blake Mayfield, Action News Now.
The last government shutdown in December of 2018 lasted for 35 days. New developments: the man accused of trying to kidnap a 3-year-old in Chico will undergo a 90-day diagnostic evaluation with a prison psychologist to determine sentencing. After that 90 days at prison, the warden and psychologist will deliver a recommendation about whether to send Juan Avila Gomez back to prison for the full term or put him on local probation. Avila Gomez pleaded guilty in August to trying to take a child from a mother at a Chico apartment complex in April. He faces up to 4 years in prison. Oroville police are searching for answers in what they call a suspicious death at the Boulder Creek apartment complex on Mitchell Avenue.
An investigation into a suspicious death with potential foul play is underway after police discovered human remains inside a home at this Oroville apartment complex. Investigators from Oroville Police, the DOJ, Cal OES, and the Butte County Coroner's Office spent Tuesday night going in and out of this apartment.
I just witnessed all the cops, the truck being out front, and then as we walked over to the corner over there, we saw a big old hole in the wall, and they were blocking the hole. The police officers were blocking the hole. They closed the door at one point, all the officers outside. I guess the detective and CSI was inside the building, I guess, and doing their thing.
On top of seeing a hole in the wall inside the apartment, one neighbor says they also saw a gurney being brought out. Police are asking the public to avoid speculation on social media as they continue the investigation. Police say a suspect is in custody and is behind bars for unrelated felony charges, but are not releasing any more information about the suspect at this time. Reporting in Oroville, I'm Margot Rowe for Action News Now.
Now, investigators are also withholding the victim's identity to avoid compromising the investigation. Now, a live look from the Concow Mountain Alert California camera looking at Concow Lake there. All those clouds, but looks like a nice ray of sunshine hitting the lake as the day starts to wind down. And here's Howie with a look at conditions.
Right, Alan. So we're seeing clouds, but there's been a few peaks of sunshine here and there. And not really, it's very easy to understand that because for the most part, rain on the lighter side. It's been dwindling down really even over the last couple hours, but we could still have some remnant showers lingering, especially in the mountains the next 36 hours or so. Can't rule out a little drizzle in the valley as well as storms trying to work their way out of the area slowly but surely. Let me, I had a little cancellation, so I got to restart this. There we go. This will start to move it. Well, yeah, there we go. Starting to move it now. Okay. I had to restart the computer because something happened technologically. Here's our temperatures right now, close to 70 in the valley and even cooler. You get up to Redding at 64 degrees. Over there in Paradise, we're at 65. Weaverville at 64. Here's a look at our winds. Lighter, on the lighter side. They're a little breezy earlier today. But look at our moisture levels way up there, looking really, really good. And then for tomorrow, looking good again. High moisture levels, light winds, temperatures not too bad. We're going to keep it for low for significant fire risk potential. We'll continue to dry out and eventually see more sunshine and warmer temperatures, Alan.
All right, thanks for that, Howie. Nurses at Shasta Regional Medical Center in Redding say they are concerned about patient safety. So concerned, they say, that they've decided to hold a vigil that's happening right now in front of the hospital. And Action News Now reporter Jesse Angelo is there. So what are you hearing, Jesse?
Well, Alan, as you can see behind me, there's about 24 nurses and other healthcare professionals out here in front of Shasta Regional Medical Center, and they say they have major concerns when it comes to patient safety, especially after the hospital made a few decisions regarding especially closing down their night pharmacy and also merging their post-anesthesia care with GI procedures. And they say that move makes it more dangerous for patients. I have here with me ICU nurse Michelle Gaffney. You can come on right over here and tell me, the hospital is saying that this is going to make things more efficient and better for patient care, but you disagree. Can you tell us why?
Sure. When patients need care, minutes matter. And with closure of certain departments like our night pharmacy, that causes a delay. We're having to, nurses are there at the bedside. We're caring for the patient. That's our main job. But when you're having to reach out to other staff that are not pharmacists that are having to bring you medications, that becomes a delay. And then merging different departments together can also create delays. And so this is why we're out here. I mean, this is our community. We're here to speak up to make sure they're safe.
Thank you very much. And she also delivered a petition with over 200 signatures to hospital management demanding changes. Live in Redding, Jesse Angelo, Action News Now.
Thank you, Jesse. And Jesse will have much more on this at Action News Now at 11. In the meantime, Shasta Regional Medical Center did issue a statement today regarding this nurses' candlelight vigil. It says, in part, recently, Shasta Regional Medical Center implemented operational updates that align with standard practices adopted by hospital systems nationwide. These adjustments are designed to enhance patient care by improving efficiency, ensuring safety, and maintaining the high standards our community has come to expect. Certain service areas have been combined to streamline care delivery, supporting shorter patient stays without compromising the quality of care. It's actually a long statement. You can read the entire thing on our website, actionnewsnow.com. Chico City Council member Tom Van Overbeck announced today he will run for re-election in the District 6 seat for next year, 2026. Van Overbeck won the seat in 2022. We asked him why he's running for re-election.
I mean, I love the town, and the town sort of descended into a bad place over decades, and I have a very strong sense that we've turned that around, and we're now coming back. You can see it in the roads, you can see it in a bunch of areas, and some things that aren't obvious yet, and it's enormously satisfying.
The next midterm election is November 3rd, 2026. District 3 representative, which is represented by Mayor Casey Reynolds, is also up for re-election, as well as District 4, held by Addison Winslow. We reached out to both of them. Neither is ready to make their plans public. Wrangling wild cats isn't easy, but one Butte County woman is taking the challenge head on. We'll show you how. And still to come, could Chico High and Pleasant Valley soon face off in the sport of lacrosse? The school board takes up that idea tonight.